You look intelligent.
Actually.
What is the green about? What's the green accent?
What you got against the green?
It looks like you're trying to green screen something out. I'm insecure about
The side of my head.
I'm insecure about my wrinkles on my face. So let me go ahead and add some of this green.
I should just green screen right here, just make it smooth. They're gonna have surgeries for that soon. It's like, yeah, I just got my forehead on wrinkle.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, just got my forehead on wrinkle.
What does that mean though? Why did God give us that?
Somebody what?
No, as in like when you're older, your skin start to get wrinkled.
It's gravity, yo.
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
Because as a baby, your skin is smooth.
You're fresh, you're brand new.
Right. But why does your body need to deteriorate?
Things get old, everything does.
But why does it can't just be older? It can't just grow, right? Why can't you just grow? Why does your skin have to start drooping?
Because of gravity.
What about wrinkles? Wrinkles not gravity, is it?
This is the years of doing the same motions over and over again. You just get creases. This is what happens. You've been doing it for 30 years? If you do anything if you sat in the same spot for 50, that couch is gonna wear.
Yeah.
For 50 years, it's like, yo.
Yeah.
Same things here.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
I kind of feel like there should be a test subject, as in like, listen, now that you understand that your expressions mean everything, we're going to pay you and your family $10,000 a week to not make any expressions.
Smooth face your whole life?
You're going to eat like this? You can't smile? We're begging you not to. We're going to do a test subject.
That's the laugh lines, you know? Like, I can't even help it. They're there, but permanently on my face. It's always there. Well, you be laughing a lot, huh? Laugh line.
Yeah.
Laugh line. Huh? Confused. Me a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Well, he said what? I ain't do that.
So
Lion face, huh?
So the people who are like, 80, 90 years old, and they're like, man, your skin look good. Is it because they were miserable all their life and they're just starting to smile? It's like, I never had a chance to get this in shape. I never had a chance to. They just the whole time.
I've never felt an emotion in my entire life.
I was in a cubicle the whole time.
This
12
is the
hours.
first time I've ever.
Started ripping.
Yeah, man. It's like the ring around the trees to tell your age. Oh, for sure.
Who said that?
The wrinkles. Twills.
Yeah.
Twills. Twills sound like she should be like a producer on somebody's album.
Yeah.
It's Twills.
Yeah. Speaking of producers, how you feel about that Drake?
I'll be honest, I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear the Drake response?
No. I've heard something about a 7-size shoe. Big stepping. That's all I really heard.
I really appreciated the rebuttal. Why? Is because everything he said was truth. And you make it rhyme is top tier. When you actually say names and facts and make people uncomfortable, when you like, dude, what are you talking about? Every single #1 hit you had was featuring me. like saying stuff like, remember who got you on stage. Remember your first tour. Saying stuff like, every time you drop music, you gotta give top 50. So that's what the song is called, Drop and Give Me 50. So when you drop when you drop music, you gotta give top dog 50%.
Oh, for real?
Yes. So I was like, damn, that's such a perfect. Say, drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50. So he made a chorus about every time you drop music, K Dot. You gotta give top dog, and this is why you're not in the deal with him anymore.
That's why he left.
Yeah. So it was like, so he was like, oh, he said, when you do some music with Maroon 5, you gotta make it witty. Oh, you gotta do some music for the Swifties. This was the interview where Top Dog said, we're trying to diversify our music, so I want K Dot to start doing more music with, diverse people. So that's why I made him do a song with Maroon 5, songs with Taylor Swift. He's like, yeah, oh, you doing music for the white folks and making fun of me? Oh. Yeah, just like, ASAP, shut up because you know what I've done with your baby mama. It's like a lot of a lot of facts, man. I was like, I love when it's not just like anybody can get it bars. And it's like, God, he said, try to get me 50. He said, y'all out here got me rapping like I'm 50. The other, I should cuff your girl like Ricky. Because, you know, we always call Rick Ross a cop. Cuff him like I'm Ricky. He said, he's like, just jumped in and he damn near 50.
Rick Ross?
Yeah. It's just like, dude, what are y'all doing? He's like, I made y'all niggas. All y'all, if y'all take all my music away that's featuring me, y'all have no number ones. Y'all not even top. I was like, this right here.
Kendrick, Be Humble is up there. That's not him on there.
He didn't say about them.
Well, that's a big song from Kendrick.
But he's also, Drake had him on his first tour. His very first number one was Poetic Justice with Drake. So it's like, what I'm saying is like, he said, I'm the reason, I gave all y'all niggas number ones. But yeah, this nigga had a brilliant triple entendre. He said, I pull up with my bodyguards like Whitney, as in like I'm coming to your house, like a bodyguard with bodyguards, because you know K-Dot said I only pull up with bodyguards, and he also said pull up with my bodyguards like Whitney, like Whitney Houston. Also, his wife's name is Whitney.
Oh, for real?
Yes. And he was like, tell us to, you know, pipe down. He's like, I'm on a mountain. I gotta hike down just to talk to you. he just, I mean, like every line he didn't waste, man. So he's like, this is the closest y'all can get to another feature in my life. So
Drake's winning.
A whole, Kendrick Lamar never does a whole song.
Right.
He does like
He's a pep jazz.
Yeah, he just does like features and it's never on his music. It's like, dude, where is this coming from? And like when he did Control, that was
a verse
on he don't think of Drake did 5 minutes talking about everybody.
The thing about battling Drake is he's going to try to make it there's a hook, there's a chorus.
He said, I'm gonna get a Grammy again off of this. Let's say what's perfect is he said, drop it, get me 50. Then they had a video of, remember when K-Dot was doing the push-ups? He did the little come
they
up.
showed that?
Yeah.
Drake made a video for this song?
Yes.
Oh,
no, somebody online did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you know what, that you ever seen that video when Kendrick Lamar, he said, my work, Kung Fu Kenny? And he does
I've probably seen it.
Yeah, he just does some push-ups and he gets back up and he do like a burpee, do push-ups. Drop it, give me 50.
What's up, Candace Muhammad? Yeah, you know what? It's funny is the drop and give me 50 was in my head and I had no idea where it came from. I didn't know it was Drake.
Yeah,
I was like, why is this in my head?
Yeah, drop it, give me 50. Drop it, give me 50.
That's funny. Drake's clever, bro.
Yeah.
The only reason I don't like Drake, not that I don't like him, I don't like his albums because I find his albums boring. But when Drake 100%. Raps and he's
100%,
and he's on a verse, I go like he's
100%.
Very talented, but his actual albums put me to sleep.
You know what
these
sucks?
Are not for me.
You know what sucks is I don't know if he's chasing the check.
Drake.
Yeah, because granted, all his singing makes him money because women love him. But we all know you can rap. I don't know if he's like, I don't need to rap because y'all know what I got. But he's never given us an exclusive rap album.
Is Drake a good singer?
No, at all. But they make money. I know when the highline bling.
That song is so goddamn awful. It's crazy.
It's still number one hit, man. Daddy, when you know me, when you remind me, but I never let me know. Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh, you've been hurt by someone else. I can tell by the way.
Is Drake? This is Drake's no. This is how he sounds.
Yeah, he's not a great singer. No one ever put him in the top anything when it comes to singing. But they sell.
Get someone who sings. Just get somebody else who can sing on here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know if. Ooh, watch this. People sample singing more than they sample rapping. What if 20, 30 years from now, people's going to start sampling his music?
They will. Like they did Kanye get sampled now. Shoot, there was a who was this? I just heard somebody recently, a rapper get sampled, and I was like, dang, dog, we're this old.
Yeah, nobody's not going to sample a bar. They might use it as a hook, but he probably thinking about the future. Like, dude, y'all know I can rap, so let me just kind of create a catalog of music, so people are going to be like,
But I like Big Butts get sampled. That was what else?
Right.
There's been a ton of songs now, even since the 2000s, that's been sampled.
People want to do covers, man, because people cover his music, and who can actually sing. Somebody covered Kanye West's 808 and Heartbreaks. It's a lot of covers online.
That's a lot of singing though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They cover because it was like, if I can actually sing, let me just use this song that people are familiar with, and just do it again. So, which is a brilliant idea.
Twilla asks, what do you feel about Rick Ross's reply?
I feel like it was already in the chamber. Did you hear it? I feel like it was already in the chamber because he didn't even say anything about Drake at all.
He just something.
It was very general. Yeah. And they made it seem like it was a quick rebuttal. It wasn't. It was as soon as Drake dropped, he said, oh, this is the perfect time for me to put it out. And he felt like he had it in the chamber. Because it wasn't like, I heard what you said about so-and-so, so-and-so. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like a very not true. It was like, you got a nose job. You got surgery abs. White boy, I kept calling him white boy. Yeah, so it wasn't the best. It was very.
Calling a light-skinned person a white boy is funny though.
You should have called him
very mature.
Aubrey Graham Cracker.
His kid is extremely white.
Yeah,
that is a white child.
Only thing Kendrick Lamar can do right now is a great rebuttal by revealing that Drake has
another child. We forgot about your daughter.
Yeah. Like, it sucks because when you get this big, when everyone said, I love Drake, I love Chris Rock, I love Dave Chappelle, I love Kevin Hart, even Tony, I love Tony. Somebody's like, it's not for me.
Which is true.
Right. It happens. No one's not going to be like, I don't like jazz. I mean, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. It's like, you don't get like the masses of people saying, I hate you. I don't like your comedy. I don't like your music.
The amount of people who say Kevin Hart is not funny is crazy. It's crazy.
Right.
I go like, this can't be true. All of you cannot think Kevin Hart is not funny.
Right. But people had different type of comedies. Like,
sure.
People had different taste buds. Different people got different type of music, dress. How do people fashion?
I think people just they had enough of somebody. I think it's that way more than like this person's not.
There's way more talented people out there, man. Why does he keep getting work?
It's just not true. There's not a lot more people talented than these top cats.
You got to see. It's never been a time that Kevin Hart did not make me laugh, even in serious movies. I was like, that was pretty funny. Like his reaction was like, just that right there is like it's still funny.
I don't get the Kevin Hart hate. I really don't. But I don't get the hate for a lot of people. I always feel like I come off as a Drake hater because I'm not a fan of Drake.
Right.
But I recognize how good of a rapper he is.
Yeah.
It's just I'll be like albums, dog. I judge you if I like you off your albums.
Right.
And I go like, "Cat's just not for me." It was the same when I was talking about Big Sean the other week. I go like,
me
rap his ass. Yeah, it was like the other week. Rap his ass off. I was just like, content wise, like, that's not for me. That's how I felt about Rick Ross early on.
Right.
And I was like, more drug talk, great.
Yeah. And I said the same thing about Nas. I have not to this day heard an entire Nas album.
Oh, it's crazy.
I know.
So
it just didn't do it for me.
Nope. Life is Good is so good, bro. And that was like much later, but Life is Good is great. Great.
And I started listening to it, and I was like, I don't know if this is too outdated for me. I did listen to King's Disease 2 all the way through when I was like painting my space, and nothing stuck with me. Nothing stuck to my ribs. It was kind of like bars, but I always felt like all Nas's music sound the same. And so here's the best example. Here's the best example for me. Who is a huge artist who's been out for years and you never listen to their music? Like E40?
As far as albums?
E40, whole album.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I've heard whole
or
E40
Tech
album.
9, right?
Yeah, I can't tell you a Tech 9 album.
Right. So how about this? If I start playing a song from Tech 9 and I was like, what year you think this came out? And you'd be like, I don't know.
Right.
Like, I don't hear the evolution. I don't hear the evolution of Nas's music. As in, like, his beats sort of sound the same a lot of the time. His content, the way his flow is like, so when I hear his music, I'm like, again, this is me.
I feel like if you heard whole albums, you wouldn't feel that way.
Again, like I try.
I mean, he's gonna have his voice. He's gonna be a little raspy. That's
right.
his voice.
So it's like they all sound the same to me. Nothing really. Only one stuck to me is the singles, of course, and One Mic. Not One Mic. Rewind. My boy was trying to sell me on it. I was like, okay, this song is dope.
Rewind.
Rewind is obviously top tier Nas. All the singles. I know all Nas' singles.
It Was Written.
Yeah.
It's great. Great album.
Yeah.
I think you'd like Life Is Good. His song Daughters, Cherry Wine, the song Life Is Good. He's got great hits on there. And I don't think any of those really were big single hits, but that was a great album. That'd be the one I'd tell you to listen to because it's got like the variety, I think, of those things. Like
I'm going to put you on pressure right now. Give me Nas's best bar.
Best bar?
As in, like, when you hear this, you like, whoo. It is like, if it was a contest of
I mean, if there's
keeping
anything,
him alive.
If there's anything that I would go to, it'd be off of Ether.
That's not fair, dude.
Why not? You said it's his best bar.
That's not fair because
that's when the pressure was on the most. How is that not fair?
It's not fair because it's literally battle rap.
Wait a second. If we're talking about something to talk about how great Nas is,
sure,
and you like this is for his life, the most pressure of a song he ever had is a rebuttal to Jay-Z.
Right.
There's nothing better to use than that.
Right, but it's here's the thing. You know who Charlie Clips is or Conceited?
No.
Hitman Holler, these are all battle rappers.
Okay.
Their opening line is going to be fire because it's talking to somebody directly. You are built like a big bag of golden grams mixed with ground beef. It's like, ugh. And he rhymes that with something. It's going to be like, whoo, that was a dope bar because it's a battle. It's ammunition versus like, I got no patience like a doctor that don't work.
Okay.
Like, that's a memorable line that I remember from Jada Kiss in like 98.
Okay.
Anytime I think about Jada Kiss, like that line right there, it's always gonna stick with me. I'm asking you, not a battle rap bar, what is a Nas bar that's like, that's the one. You can't say Ether. I know you can. I know. But out of all his catalog of music, you can't think of any of his songs besides Ether?
Sure, but
Here we go.
you said the one.
That's not fair, man.
What do you mean it's not fair?
It's like, you know, what is R. Kelly's greatest song? And it's like, I could believe I can fly because I got married to that song. My graduation is like that song right there touches my heart. But like, we got a lot of other music, man. It's like everyone play I Believe I Can Fly.
Well, then you should change your question.
Man, dude, the fact that you in love with Nas
I love Nas.
and Life Was Good, you can't give me one Life Is Good bar?
Sure, but we're doing one of those things where it's like right now on the spot, and I go like,
Sure.
Come on, man, that's just hard to do on the podcast anyways. You know what I mean? Because now I got to be like, hold on.
Let's play with me then.
And I have to go like look it up and be like, oh, okay, here's the one I want to do.
Give me an artist and I'll give you my best bar of theirs. See? Because you can't say it's hard on the spot. I'm going to show you how I can flex.
Okay, who are your favorite?
You better not say the KRS one.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know who you listen to.
Who you guys?
Who's your people to listen to?
What are they talking about?
Candace versus Reed Dollars headlined. Callous. Oh, you had a rap battle in Detroit. Oh. You know what, man? I'm really not into the beefs right now. I remember being younger, being all in it. I really don't care. I haven't listened to the Drake one. I didn't listen to the what's his name, J. Cole one. I still don't know Kendrick's bar. I haven't listened at all. Yeah. I am so on the outskirts of so on the outskirts of caring.
Yeah. I appreciate the sport because now instead of just fighting, they're making art for hip hop history. So this is going to be etched in their lives forever. And I'm sure they're going to get back together, be cool. Just like, you know, Meek Mill and Drake had make music after that. And
did they?
Jay-Z and Nas made music after that. Tupac and Biggie didn't make it to
that's the real beef.
Right.
Somebody got to die over this.
Yeah, I think people get afraid because the fans get so like in tuned.
It's not the same anymore.
Because they be like, man, no, what you mean he's better than so and so? No, I'm gonna show you who's better.
The top guys aren't the gangster guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was like who are the top cats? Like there's the big three, right? But like who else are on top? Like.
Yeah, I think what happens is the fans, they say, "Hey man, how does it feel being a part of the big three?" You like, I'm fine with it, but in the big three, where do you think you fit? And you be like, I think I'm number one. We all should. I'm like, nah, I don't think you're number one. Drake definitely got you. I was like, he's not that great. Drake hears that on the interview, and he's like, yo, what was that for? And it's like just the people makes it happen. Versus saying, because if I say, well, that's your opinion, and it's like, but you got to know that, you know, you're not even touching. You shouldn't even be part of the big three. It's like, bro, where's this coming from? It's like, well, you don't really have the confidence to be in the top three because you don't come out until every 5 years. So I just kind of figure like you don't even feel like you said your mental illness was kind of affecting you. So I kind of feel like you should be in the category is like, all right, man. First of all, Drake does this. Drake does this. Drake did it. And Drake is like, why did I get these strays? This person's been antagonized the entire time. Like there's a 45-minute YouTube video that I watched of how these beefs unfolded, and I was like, it's the people, man. Yeah. Because when that control thing happened, it really shook up some stuff. Right. And then J. Cole was like, I like the sport, man. We all should be saying we the greatest. And then somebody was like, so Cole said we all should feel like the greatest, and then Kendrick was like, yeah, I heard what he said, but I'm actually much better than him. And then Drake was like, I kind of feel like you're doing it just for attention. Like, just make good music.
Kendrick's a shit starter.
Yes.
Kendrick probably is better than them all, far as style, versatility, far as rapping goes. I go like, Kendrick's a monster, bro. He's probably the better rapper all around than the three of them. I mean, out the other two of them.
He's very artsy. I can't digest him, a lot because it's very abstract. There's a lot of like noises, a lot of yelling, and then it's like, yeah, pow!
This is not at all how I would describe Kendrick. I feel like you did Kendrick a huge disservice right now.
Pow, pow, pow! Wow, bit of wow. So it's a lot of like.
That's one Kendrick song.
It's not. It's not, dude.
This is very much slang.
Like, dude. On N95, he has a song like. Shut up! You ugly. You out of pocket. Like, what is? I know. It's like I gotta look up. Like, what is he talking about? You ugly as. You out of pocket. 2-1, 2-1, and 23.
You know, as It was one time when I think you told me one of your favorite top 5 rappers was Ludacris, and I was like, okay, this is Lack style here.
It's digestible. I can hear what he's saying.
Sure, but then that changes how I look at how you look at music.
Right. It's what I'm saying is I get it. You have to literally look up what is he talking about.
I just go like, oh, Dion likes the simpler.
Very simple. Yes. I don't need to be like, let me study to figure out what Kendrick. Let me do a quiz, pop quiz. Let me add some cliff notes. Let me Google what he's be talking about. He could be worshiping the devil, halls I know. if he talking about Beelzebub versus saying the devil, I need to know exactly what he's talking about. Like I don't like to have to have that with this when now California 40 water.
What are you even referencing?
Click
right
it up when we shoot.
What are you talking about? This is a
That's the song he's talking about on Like That. He was like, if we click it up like 40 water. Bow! I'm really like that. And bumped up, like packing it, poop up, like a little bit. So when you hear Kendrick, is like it's like mystical. It feels very like, woo, this feels like he's saying something. But if you look, he's like,
I disagree.
What are you talking about?
Completely.
Okay. Give me a Kendrick song. I'm gonna read these lyrics out and see if you can dodge.
Money trees.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can dissect this. Does anybody in the comment section agree?
Lack's tastes are quite shallow.
Okay. What's it called? Money what?
Money trees. Dion got Kendrick sound like a rugrat. Did you like to Pimp a Butterfly?
I like Pimp a Butterfly, but I never went back to it. It was like one of those things. I go like, it's a great movie, but I haven't went back.
We tired of Dion rapping for Eminem.
Well, I'm an Eminem fan.
Come on, man.
Future Hendrix. Just Future got J. Cole spot.
Man, I tried to hop into Future, bro. I get why Future's popular, but he's not for me. A lot of it's just once you start doing the heavy drug talk, I'm out. I can't relate.
Mm-hmm.
I just go lie. He's always talking about more pills and dirty Sprite. This is what we're on.
Is where you lose me. What up, fellas? I hope all. What's up, Brooklyn B?
That's Brooklyn B.
What's up? Is it Kai? What's up, Kai?
Oh, I ain't saw a kick clip from the yet. I said, what's up, Moyo? My bad if I didn't. What's up, Moyo? Who else? I miss anybody? And then Twills. Twills. Like Twills has got to do. Did you find it?
Yeah, I'm just trying to read
bad.
this right here. Right here. Start from there.
Why would we not start from the beginning of the song?
Because there's a bunch of words. I was like, I don't know what this is talking about.
What do you mean it's a bunch of words?
Start with was it Imagine?
Well, this is not Kendrick rapping.
Who's that?
This is J-Rock. Imagine
Okay.
Rock Up. Wait a second.
Okay, well, then go down. It's not him then.
Oh, God damn it.
I'll try to get out the chorus.
Let's see.
Thank you, Stephanie. Very Tasmanian devil. Bow!
Dreams of living like rappers do, like rappers
No. I want you to
Up
talk
at
it out.
40 after school, you know, big balling with my homies. Earl Stevens had us thinking rational. Back to reality, we pour ya, bitch. Another casualty at war, ya, bitch. 2 bullets in my Uncle Tony head. He said, my Tony head. He said one day I'll be on tour, ya, bitch. That Louis burgers never be the same. A Louis belt would never ease that pain. But I'm a purchase when that day is jerking. Pull off at churches with the Pirelli skirting. Gang signs out the window, ya, bitch. Hoping all of them offend you, you bitch. They say your hood is a pot of gold, and we gonna crash it when nobody's home. What is hard to understand about this? It goes holla bear.
What is Earl Stevens?
E40. That's his real name.
See, I had to look that up. I had no idea what that meant.
We can't help you. What do you mean?
But why you bitch?
You bitch.
What does that mean?
It's just your bitch. It's just cats saying something differently. Yeah, bitch. It's probably just so they get it on the radio. Yeah, bitch.
Okay.
And then Rock come in. I love his verse. Imagine Rock up in them projects where them niggas pick your pockets, Santa Claus, I miss them sockets, liquor spilling, pistols popping. That's how you talk.
Again,
what?
I don't.
What didn't you understand about
when I'm
that?
listening to music, I like to know what you ever heard Cornel West speak?
What was hard about that?
No, I'm asking you.
Okay.
You ever heard Cornel West speak?
Yes.
You be like, he's very
smart.
and you looking like, I wish I know what he's talking about, but this feels good. This feels good. And it's all like, yo, you know what he's talking about, right? I'm like, no. Oh, okay. I had to do some homework to figure out what he was talking about, but I appreciate it. So when I say it's art, I get it.
What's wrong with looking up something that somebody's rapping?
It's nothing, man. But if I'm saying, you can ring my bell, very random. I know it's very random, but I know what they're talking about.
What does that mean? You can ring my bell. What does that mean?
You can literally knock this thing down.
Well, how is that a reference? I don't know what ring my bell means.
I don't know why I sung that song.
What's up, Big Six Chris?
Boy.
Are you in LA?
Are you in LA?
Oh boy. Sorry, Lack is like,
Hey, but do you guys, Lack goes to a 5-star restaurant. Can I just get a burger?
Yep.
No, I don't need any flambe.
No, it's different between.
Can I just get a burger?
It's different between music and eating.
No. Actually, I just want fries. Can y'all just stop with the truffle? I don't want anything. I have to look up what it is.
Yeah.
Give me the basic.
Let me tell you something. This was like perfect. Yeah, perfect example.
All right, this isn't gonna be the same as ringing my bell. Is
No,
it?
watch.
Okay.
You go to an Italian restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is in Italian.
Mm-hmm. So
That's
it's authentic?
That's Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
You be like, this looks good. I like that entree over there.
Mm-hmm.
You be like, I know exactly what that is. Listen.
Okay.
I know exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I see the pictures on certain of them, not all of them, on certain of them.
Mm-hmm.
This is every other 6. You're like, that looks good, but I want to know what that is.
So what would you do?
I have to Google what this is.
You can ask the waiter, right?
For all of them.
Sure.
How do you
That's his
feel?
job.
How do you feel? It's like, hey man, let's listen to Kendrick Lamar's album together and let's study together to figure out what this is. No, I want to know. I want to be an adult and know what this stuff means myself. So I have to Google everything to figure out what this menu is.
If you go to an Italian restaurant and they tell you this is the linguine with something, and say, oh, this is actually the veal. You know what you just did? You just learned something and got some culture.
Right.
Why is that? I shouldn't have to do this.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
I don't mind Googling what this means. But when I'm listening to music at a club, I don't need to pull up my phone to figure out what Kendrick was talking about.
If you're listening to the words at the club's the last thing people care about.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to get to a damn Waffle House.
Not everything is club music though. What are you talking about?
So Kendrick Lamar don't have no club bangers.
Sure he does.
You gonna be all right?
No, sure he does. But not everything is club music. He's got some things that are like this is for the clubs, and this is for you to go dissect, do your homework.
Right.
We got both.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Is like, listen, his music is powerful.
You just want the hotline bling. You don't have to think
music
about.
Is powerful. I get it. I'm certain that everything he's saying has meaning behind it. I'm certain.
To him, I'm sure. Some things we might not know.
I'm certain, bro. I'm sure if somebody on YouTube has figured out a way to break down all his lyrics. But when I'm listening to music, I'm like, okay, what does this mean?
Okay, look.
Like listen to E40.
Wait a second. Are there times when I know, right? The horn hog right now. When somebody says, "All right, here comes a Kendrick album," I'm gonna sit by myself and listen to this Kendrick album. I'm gonna go listen and take in this Kendrick album. I might listen a couple of times. Let me just get the first run through.
Sure.
Oh, let me see what this is. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm the same with the J. Cole. I'm gonna let me get all the puns. Let me hear the story he's telling. Big Crit, I'm gonna do the same thing. If I want something that's a little more common, I'm gonna do the same thing. Nasir, I'm gonna do the same thing. If I want something a little more basic, there's cats out there like that, like the Futures of the world. Future ain't saying nothing that you need to go look up. But I go like, this is what I'm coming for. I'm coming to hear how he spits these bars, these entendres. I'm listening for the way Kendrick's gonna tell a story, because he's also gonna give you genius.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be like, hey dog, I ain't never heard nothing like that.
100%. You have to look up everything he says.
No,
though.
you don't. What is that supposed to be? What are you trying to say? What are you saying with that?
That's Bad Bunny, and I'm sorry. He speaks Spanish, and I'm sorry, like, this feels good, but I gotta look up these lyrics to figure out what he's saying. like he's the biggest artist in the world. It's like, dude, this feels
Deion was
amazing.
like, I don't want to read.
Yeah, 100%. It's music. It's music.
God, there's different things though. You know? There's different. You know, I remember.
Hold on. I see him in the comments. I see him in the comment section talking reckless. Okay, first of all, Moyo and Twills don't even listen to Kendrick Lamar.
That's a picture book.
They don't even listen to Kendrick themselves, so they are bumping their guns tough right now.
This explains a lot. This is how lack of facts started. No research required.
She makes a good point right there. This makes a good point.
I've never heard any of them talk about Kendrick Lamar. They didn't like him.
Huh? You never heard what?
They do not listen to.
Twilla says she listens to Kendrick. I like good music, and that's not to say that simple stuff isn't good.
Listen, why can't y'all hear what I'm saying? I'm not saying Kendrick Lamar is not talented. I'm not saying I don't like his music. When I listen to it the first time through, I'm like, it's very complex. And it's like, listen, it's me. So. This is me. Like, I hear words here and there. I understand.
I don't know what you're hearing to what other people hear. Like, I don't know. What do you hear? Do you hear Kendrick and everyone goes, get it. He's like, what is he trying to say to us? If you go to Good Kid, Mad City, there's no questions in what he's saying the entire album.
Yeah.
I go like, this doesn't. I'm not like, what was he? Where we on?
Give me one of his songs on Good City.
That was one. Money Trees. I give you
in clips. All got along.
I mean, being dead by the end of this song. And within that album, he's telling an entire story, right? It's a story about the night he got high off of angel dust. Him and his boys were trying to go hit a lick, go rob a spot. He got away. He got jumped by the homies when he was trying to get his girl. He was trying to go smash the chick and got jumped. All this happens in the album. This is all one big story. And then they try to pop up on the homies and try to kill them. Then the homie gets shot. Just killed my brother. All that was in the house. I go like, what didn't you get from the entire story? I feel like as someone who really enjoys stories and these pictures that they paint, Good Kid, Mad City is right up your alley.
I think these actual
I don't
pictures.
think you ever heard the album.
I didn't.
You never heard Good Kid, Mad City?
I don't. All his music kind of blended in with me. I definitely listen to all of them all the way through, but it's not like it sticks to my.
That's a beautiful album. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I actually play a Kendrick song for my kiddos to get them hype in the morning. Love Myself.
Oh. I knew what I want to do. That's not the song though, but feel me. Oh, that's what it is. I'm real. That was my. I'm really, really real.
That's the song.
That's not the song Moyo's talking about.
But that's the one I play for Izzy. Like has never had any album.
You don't listen to full albums though, do you?
If I make it, I don't make an effort to do it. It's not like I'd be like, Google Play, album, and I was like, I'm leaving.
But it's hard to judge somebody's
You're right.
work of art and be like, well, this person only does this, and it's like, well, that's not true. Have you heard the full album? Mm-hmm. Then you go like, no.
Well, let me just reverse this on you. Mm-hmm. Have you heard Drake's entire album?
I've tried.
When's the last time you heard the entire Drake album?
Whatever his last album was, I probably listened to a bit of each song, and then I go like, I'm bored.
But how can you judge if you haven't heard the entire album?
I go through it and I go like, I'm bored. Drake's not for me, which is fine. But it's not like I can't.
Why can't I use the same argument with you?
You didn't say Kendrick's not for you. That's not what you said. You said, I don't know what he be saying. I got to look up everything he says.
I don't know how to describe that even differently. He's not for me. God damn,
That's not the same thing.
It's hard to digest. It's hard to digest.
Wait a second. When you say, I gotta look up everything he says, it's hard to. I'm like, that's not true. I just showed
everything.
I just showed you a song that was easily digestible.
It's not like I can't understand what he's saying, but he's very poetic. He's very poetic, and it's not a bad thing.
So that's fine. It's fine if Kendrick's not for you.
I didn't say he's not for me. I'm saying.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm saying, I don't enjoy listening to it every single day. It's just like I've heard it. It's like how many times have you watched the Titanic?
Wait a second. I said the same thing. I said To Pimp a Butterfly is like a song, like a movie you see that I don't go back to, but it's a beautiful movie.
Right.
Right. Good Kid, Mad City I go back to all the time. Damn, I go back to all the time. Those are two great albums. Good Kid, Mad City's not one, and whatever in the Big Steppers I go like, I haven't been back. Classic albums, great stories, all those other things, but those aren't the things that hit me every day that I need to hear, you know. But I'll be like, Good Kid, Mad City staying in rotation. I still listen to that quite frequently. Same with Damn, I still listen to that quite frequently. So if you go like, yes, it does not digestible, I go like, well, that's just not it's really easily digestible. I go like I can like give you songs that are like, this is digestible. But Kendrick not being for you, that's fine. But then you're like, well, I didn't say he's not for me. You just said that. So what are you trying to say?
Listen,
I'm so confused.
When I say it's not for me, as in I appreciate him as an artist. When he's on singles, like he's featuring on somebody's songs. Oh, that was a bar. That was dope. I actually enjoyed this song. I actually enjoyed how he set the flow. But it literally is like CeeLo. Listen, I'm not comparing him lyrically.
Okay.
I'm not comparing him lyrically.
Okay.
I can digest a CeeLo song, one song.
Okay.
But to hear a whole album is crazy.
Okay.
It's his voice that does something to me that bothers me. A whole album,
Okay.
I make me crazy. I love that song.
Okay.
But it's like, yo, you gotta hear the whole album. Like, slow down. I can't do that whole entire thing. So it's like I can't.
You're a simpleton. Lex is a simpleton.
Here we go. I'm doing this again. Since you love Kendrick, give me a bar that
Why do you keep doing this?
Because you're campaigning for him.
On the spot. Because Kendrick has great albums. I just told you his entire story on great albums.
I just need the proof. Give me something. You campaigning for him. You his PR right now.
If I'm his PR, then I'm going to go to Google.
Google it then.
All right, then.
Look, what is his best album?
That's not his best album.
What is his best lyric?
I'm going to go to his best lyrics.
Let me see what they talking about. I'm with you, Dion. Not an anti-fan, just a lot. Thank you, big sis. You called Kendrick a wild thumbberry.
A wild thornberry?
Thornberry for 20 minutes. Mario said, fight. We was yelling at each other. Actually, okay. Jamoya, what up, girl? I love CeeLo as just listening to the whole Gnarls Barkley album the other day. The whole, that's a lot.
It's a really good album.
That make me crazy. There's another song I like of his with Melanie Fiona.
Ooh, this is bars right here, bro.
Give me the bar, yo.
This is from To Pimp a Butterfly. From Compton to Congress, set tripping all around. Ain't nothing new but a flu of new demo crips and rebloodlicans. Red state versus a blue state. Which one you govern in? They give us guns and drugs and call us thugs. Make it they promise with you. No condom, they with you. Obama say what it do. Bars, bro.
Yes, hear me out. And I'm not being silly. What does that mean? Help me out with that. I know he's doing an analogy of
From Compton to Congress. This is when they all went to the White House.
who?
Kendrick. From Compton to
So
Congress.
he's saying he went from Compton to Congress, okay?
He went to the White House. He met Obama, all that good stuff, right? He set tripping all around. Here's the lines to set up, right?
What do you mean set tripping?
Set tripping. We know what set tripping is, right?
I know I've heard it. It's like, why you set tripping? I don't know what that means. I sound very ignorant.
I feel like these are
God, I
basic.
knew he's gonna find a way.
No. Wait, time out. It's not like a term like most people are like, I don't know what set tripping is. It's when if me and you are both bloods and we start fighting, we're set tripping. We're set tripping on the same.
We're
set.
both bloods.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
If we're
set
both
tripping.
bloods, like, why you set tripping? As in, like, why aren't you representing as a
Why
blood?
are you beefing with me? They're set tripping. It's when it's on the same side.
I've heard it, but I never understood what it meant.
Okay, so ain't nothing new but a flu of new demo crips, right? Set. And rebloodlicans, set, right? separate sets, right? Which is Democrat, Republicans. Okay, here's your double entendre, right? Okay. With a but a flu, which is a sickness, okay?
A butterflu?
Nothing but a flu, right?
What that mean?
A flu, like the flu. The flu's a plague. The flu's a, right?
Nothing but a flu.
Of New Democrats and Republicans. Red state versus a blue state. Crips and Bloods, Democrats, Republicans, red and blue. Right? You with me? Which one you governing? Right? You still with me here?
No, what is he saying? He's like, what set are you representing? What is he saying? I'm not being silly. He said, listen, I'm not don't try to find a punchline. Stay with me. I'm really trying to support this. Is he saying I went to Congress and I see that hey, man, there are Bloods and Crips here too.
It's the same thing.
Right.
Right?
But what is he saying?
These cats are beefing. They're set tripping on each other. We set tripping the hood. These are the same things we've been going through. Nothing's changing. There's a lot of stuff he's saying.
But why? But you said the same set. This is set tripping. We're Bloods. Mm-hmm. So how are they set tripping, but they still talking about Bloods and Crips?
Well, if we're all in politics, right? But there are Democrats who beef with other Democrats.
Democrats, okay.
And there's Republicans who beef with other Republicans.
Okay.
There's a bunch of Republicans who hate Trump.
Right.
There was Democrats who hate Obama, even though he's so lovable. Right?
Okay.
They give us guns and drugs and call us thugs. We know who they are. Okay.
Government.
Make it. They promise to fuck with you. No condom. They fuck with you. Obama say what it do.
They give us guns and drugs. They fuck with us.
With no condom. Which you love saying.
With no condom.
Very lax saying.
And then Obama say, but what's up, man? Hey.
What it do?
What does that mean?
What it do mean?
Hey, as in like, hey, I see you. What up? That's what it do mean, right? I see what's happening in the hood. What's up?
I feel like this isn't hard to figure. Am I tripping? Let me see. Okay, I don't think this was hard to follow. Somebody though. I love CeeLo. Just okay. Hold on. Talk about something else, y'all. This is frustrating me. Fool for You by CeeLo was good. What's up, Spice? You're not even trying.
No, man. That's what I said. If you might break it down to me, I appreciate it more.
Both the gang section to jump from one gang to another. He gets given the analogy of Dems and Republicans being gangs, beefing over territory, etc.
They all got it pretty fast. I don't know. This might be a lack thing, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure.
The Republicans beefing Republicans or Democrats beefing Democrats is hard to follow.
No, we're kind of on you now.
It's not hard to follow, but it's very artsy. It's very artsy.
I don't even think that's even an artsy line like very that. Artsy. Michael, this is regular. But this is years of not listening to Nas. You know what I mean? Nas is a precursor for.
And I wasn't raised in the hood, man.
Neither was I.
I don't know a lot of hood slang terms, man. I'm sorry.
You know, set tripping.
I promise you, I've heard of it, but I never had to imply it. I never had to be like, I said it. And I've never been around somebody that said it. I never had to say, hey, man, why you set tripping? I've never said it. And I never seen it in a movie. And I never seen somebody in my surroundings that said, set tripping. I've never had to use it. Have you ever had to use gerrymandering? You know what that mean?
Is it like jerry rigging?
No.
I don't know.
Exactly.
What is gerrymandering?
Gerrymandering is how they pretty much separated like the redlining of
redlining.
Yeah.
It's gerrymandering.
But it's like the politic people kind of like
I never heard the word before. But you heard set tripping. If I heard gerrymandering, I'd go look it up.
And that's why.
Yeah, I don't like Kendrick because I had to look up stuff. Hey, Google. Oh, my God. This is so much work. Sorry, Google. I was talking to you. My bad, man. You're like one of those kids when he was back in the day. He's like, how do you spell? Go look it up. He's like, just forget it.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't about to go look this up. I'm sorry, Google.
Don't try to make yourself feel better by calling us ghetto. The like school, dislike school when you had to read Shakespeare and then put it in your own words.
Gosh, yo, this girl right here is killing.
Jamoya.
Jamoya.
Jam.
That is a bar. That's how. Listen, I know Shakespeare is saying some shit right now. Here we go. I'm gonna do a Shakespeare line.
Okay.
I have a Shakespeare speech.
Okay.
You tell me what's happening. All right.
I don't know any Shakespeare, so hit me.
Right, but it's English.
Okay, cool. I don't know him, but so hit me. We'll see the.
Shall I believe that the unstanchable death is a morse? Or that the lean abort monster keeps me here to be its paramour? For fear of that, I still will remain with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here will I remain with worms that are thy chambers maids, and shake the yoke of auspicious stars from this world
what's
weary
funny?
flesh.
I've heard Deion say regular words, right? Just regular flubs. The way you hit these, I go like, you don't have a problem speaking. What happened?
Because I had to memorize that.
But not a single. You said some tough words right there. Not a single flub.
I had to memorize.
But you hit Deion with receptacle.
Why?
I can't wait to show the clip of you ripping this Shakespeare on. I wish I could go back to all the simple words you mess up on. and then do a whole one of like Deion ripping this Shakespeare. I say no, I was waiting for it. I said Deion is nailing this. I ain't never heard Deion nail something so crisp.
You ever seen somebody
Ever.
who stutters sing? You be like, hey man, why did you stutter during the singing? Because they already had practice of knowing what they could say.
Deion was out here like he was just like you did it.
Fuck you.
That's like seeing somebody you like, nigga, I never knew you could do that. I never knew. Why long you been hiding your talent? Oh, I never showed you I could do that. No, you never showed us you could do that.
Yeah. Anywho, I said what I said.
I don't even know what you said.
Exactly. That's how I listened to Kendrick. I was like, ooh, I'm certain it sounds dope. I know it sounds dope, man. Cause you can do double entendres with phrases and like I was like, oh, that's that's like that sounds dope. But I was like, let me do the research of what he said, cause I'm very ignorant to a lot of slang, a lot of I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to be sorry.
I promise you, I'm not even being silly. I've heard set tripping, but I never knew what that meant. I heard why you said tripping.
It was just the Kendrick's not digestible that I go like, that's not true.
That's what I said, man.
That's not true.
We're gonna get off of this subject, man. Let it happen. And that's why my clip online right now is killing, because my opinion matters. Okay.
Which clip?
About life.
Your opinion does matter. It was a great take. It wasn't my only problem with that, which I don't disagree with your take on life being a sad movie. My only thing was calling the middle part sketches. The rest of me was like, it's just nothing in the middle. And then back then I was like,
Can you not do the mockery voice though?
the what?
The mockery voice. And
I don't think I did that right now.
I don't think you did the
I don't think I did
sketches.
that.
I don't
right
appreciate
now.
the mockery
I don't think
voice.
I did the mockery voice. I think I did a really good Deion impression. I think I did a really good, respectable
I got you.
Lack impression.
Here we go. Describe sketches. What is sketches?
A sketch is a 2 to 3 minute thing where there'll be different scenarios, but sketches also have different people, different crews, different storylines. That's not what we saw.
Here we go. I'm about to throw out all the sketches of life. Okay? The sketch about does anybody know how to read? I do. Let me see. Here we go. Funny ass scene. Johnny died. Patrick died. Andre, she's still alive. Oh no, she dead. Right? These are funny sketches.
That doesn't relate to the scene to you? That doesn't relate to the movie to you?
How did it push the story forward?
Wait a second. You know why it's important?
I know.
Wait. You know why it's important to the story?
Because people in jail do not know how to read.
No. It has nothing to do with him learning to read. While he's in jail, he's watching everybody that he's ever loved, everybody he's ever knew die. And so he's reading this story. Sure, it's a funny scene when they're talking about it, but he's also like, dang, I wasn't there for this. There's deeper stuff than what's just funny. That's a big moment right there. Forget the not reading part. There's a whole deeper thing of like, dang, dog, my entire life, family, people I loved and grew up with are in here while I'm riding away here. That's deep. That's a big emotional point.
This is comedy.
That's fine. They did both really well. I don't see why you can't see. They did both.
Yeah, but this is your favorite comedy though.
Wait, I didn't say it was my favorite comedy.
This is your favorite comedy.
What are you talking about?
This is your perfect movie, right?
It's a perfect movie.
It's a
That's
sad-ass
why.
movie. People in your life is dying
And they found the comedy in it, Dion. They did it. That's an amazing job. That's great storytelling. They did that, and they made it comical, and it's deep, and it definitely shows you what the character is going through. They did a great job. The dichotomy is crazy.
I can take out all these sketches and put them online, and they work as is.
It's Cristobal. You know story. You know that's an important story part. You know that means a lot to the character. That's a lot.
Has nothing to do with the movie though.
Yes, it does, because the whole movie's of being in jail in life. Look at things that pass you by. Why we're sitting in jail. Everything is going. That is deep. That is important. That is important. That's so important to that character. To just be like, who else died? This person died. Oh, yes. And they did it with comedy. They did a great job.
Listen, this is what I'm saying.
It's not a sketch.
Listen, it's a sketch. Listen, hear me out before you rebuttal. Because people don't like to listen.
Jesus Cristobal, man.
Look, if I take that out and I put it online with somebody who have never seen life, it's not like they're going to be confused. Like, what scene is this from? What movie is this from? This can work as is. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
No. I'm not
exactly.
That doesn't mean it's not having anything to do with the story.
It's a sketch.
No,
it has a beginning and a middle and the end.
It has everything to do with the story of life
it doesn't,
in prison. This is the story. Is it sad? Sure. Is it funny? Yes, they did both.
But we're talking about sketches.
They're not talking about sketches. We're talking about a movie
I said, let's
with
describe
story.
sketches.
Yes. That you're talking about something that you go like, oh, this is a sketch. I'm like, this relates to the whole movie.
Okay.
It does. It relates to the movie.
So here's the thing. If I replaced Eddie Murphy with the White Warden,
what does this got to do with anything?
It did not.
Why are you changing the movie?
Story?
What are you talking about?
Eddie Murphy didn't have to be in that scene.
What does that got to do with the actual what's happening in that scene?
It didn't push the story forward. It was what I'm saying. Is there's just a bunch of funny scenes, a bunch of sketches. You could replace Eddie Murphy with the white dude, and he would have still been reading lines to the dude. Well, listen. This before you rebuttal, hear me. Listen to me, because you're excited to rebuttal.
Okay, let me listen again.
If I took Eddie Murphy out reading the letters and replaced it with the guy, the warden dude, reading the scenes to him, same punchlines and everything, the story would still been a sketch. We did not need Eddie Murphy in that moment. What I'm saying is like that scene, yes, it's powerful. Yes, it meant something because their life is passing by. Eddie Murphy had nothing to do with that scene. Just because he only one that can read. The white dude can read. We could replace him with that and put it in there. It still would have been a scene. It would still been a sketch. It did not push the story forward.
Do you not think reading that letter would make you want to escape more so you don't miss everything that's happening? If I'm reading this story about somebody who's been in jail already for a long time, right? I'm reading this letter and I go, this person's passed, this person's passed. I got to get out of here because this is what's waiting for me, is to watch everybody die while I'm sitting here. Eddie Murphy continued to get out of here. That is motivation in the story. This is why he kept on going, trying to get out. He kept having reasons and reasons to keep trying to escape throughout, which Martin's character did not. He gives up. There's a difference. This pushes story. It's not something that doesn't push the story. This is all motivation.
You know what it helped?
What?
Right after that, he had said, I got to get the hell out of here. Because
He's been trying.
If he verbalized that, like, whew.
Why does he need to verbalize something he's been doing?
Because he just made it seem like, is anybody else want to read something? No. Which is funny. But if he was like, to himself, like, I can't let my life go on like that. I gotta get the out of
He's
here.
been doing that the entire movie since they got there.
Scandalous, though.
What do you mean? What else do you need to see with him flying a plane trying to escape? Him trying to get out of here. You've been watching that whole thing. The moment they get in, he's been trying to get out. He keeps going in the hole, What else do you need to see? He's like, you need to verbalize it. Why does he need to verbalize it if you get out when he's trying every 6 seconds?
I want to choke shit out of you.
I so disagree with you. I disagree. I mean, I agree with you on the part that, is it drama? For sure. Is it sad in some points? For sure. They did it so good.
So this is the last one.
Okay.
You want to eat your cornbread?
We talked about this one already.
Okay. Let's do. No, I got you.
Okay.
I got you. Let's go with
Let me ask you a question real quick.
toes in the bottles.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Go for it.
You like a layered movie, right? There's a lot of layers in life. Yes, it's about Martin and Eddie. It's about everybody who's doing life. They did a great job of showing all these different stories, all these facets, how people come and how they're here, what they're going through, aspirations. Some people lose hope. They did a great job of telling the story of life in prison. I really don't know what you keep looking for outside of here's a great story about these two guys who get a bad rap for sure. This is a reality for Black Americans, right? It's super reality. Still happens, right? Here's a reality for Black Americans. At the same time, they go, here's how we still find the funny. We still find our good times in these moments. And here's still a reality of what people are going through. Yes, this is sad, but we're going to bring the humor to it and shine light on something that's bad. They did a great job of showing this is what Black people have dealt with for a long time, and we addressed it with humor. I'm like, this is a great thing. I don't think any of those things are sketches. I think you haven't read deep enough into some of those scenes and go like, dude, these scenes are major. These mean a lot into this story that they made.
Yeah.
I don't think you don't like their story.
No. So when people say it's a perfect movie, that's the issue, especially you. I would have much rather had the same scenes. This would have been a heist to Get Out, right? Like, I'm not gonna heist, but what was that? Breakout. And every scene was connected to Get Out. That's what I would have appreciated. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I wanted. Like, when you seen the letter, what if this letter was the paper that they used to make a, like that? Like,
I don't think you need that.
Gosh, dude, that's what I'm saying. I would have wanted. Yes, have the same damn sketches, all right? But
Christ.
Every single scene would have built towards something.
Why can't you call them scenes instead of sketches? The sketches is so disrespectful to the story.
Because they're sketches because it's not like, so here's another sketch. Here we go. 40-year version. The Kevin Hart and Romeo scene. Romeo. That's a sketch. That's a scene, but it's technically a sketch. People who have never seen that movie can just watch that part and totally find seeing the beginning, middle, and end. They don't need the entire movie. So a scene that can work by itself is a sketch.
Okay.
You don't need the whole entire setup or the end of it.
I can agree with you more on that one than the other ones. The other ones have points to them because they matter in the story. They matter to the characters. Those scenes matter to the characters. I don't know what scene that has to do with Romani Malco outside of being friends with Steve Carell's character. I can agree with you there.
It didn't build the story at all.
But I don't agree with you with life. I go,
Right, because you're more attached to that movie.
because these actually matter to the characters. This is a real life that they're living.
All right.
And this is their reality in this prison. So I go like, these are deep moments. These are moments that motivate somebody else. If I'm watching somebody who's reading his whole family be killed off and they can't do anything about it, I'm like, I don't want to fucking be here. I got to get out of here. For sure. But we're already seeing that with Eddie. I don't think that's the same thing.
I need you. Listen, we're done with this. We're done with this. This is a comedy.
I'm listening.
All right. I need you in an elevator pitch. Tell me what life is about.
We did this already.
Tell me what's
We
about.
did this already.
I need you to tell me. I want
We
you.
did this.
Yo, you got to
already.
see my movie Life, yo. It's about these two people.
We did already.
Tell me how funny it is.
We did it. They did it though, Lack. They did it. And they did it well. Sketches. This guy. Don't go see a Lack movie. Although you should.
Although you should.
Okay, let me see. I took my glasses off in frustration here. Let me put my specs back on. Talking to this Neanderthal over here. He knows all the Shakespeare shit, but can't tell you the story points in life. This guy. People forget Lack's an actor. Yeah, Lack is super talented. This is also why I hate Dion, because he's so talented. Then he says stuff like this. Come through, Romeo and Juliet. Was that where that was from?
You're trying to
Yeah.
make yourself feel better by calling this girl. This is like school. Okay, hold on. Chaz, including the outro that he should have.
Oh, that was for the Dion. Oh, we're definitely putting the soliloquy going up on the clip.
But you had no idea what I was saying though. That's how I listened to Kendrick.
They also spoke differently back then. I don't know what that means.
I guarantee if I tell you each word, you know what it means.
Okay. There was one word I never heard. Unsustained or something. I said, I don't know what you just said. I don't know this word.
But it is not hard though, Dion. You have closed your mind to Kendrick and decided to become old. Exclamation.
I receive it.
This is, and you were on Jam's team. This is why the movie was so sad, not helping the case, Chaz. Yes, Chaz.
Confliction in the chat.
If Black listened, he'd see it helps his depressing story take on the movie. Facepalm. I don't know what's the facepalm for. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. Great point, Chaz. I agree, Chaz. Disrespectful. Dion is not going to agree no matter what.
I'm not. And I mean, after a while, I was like, we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
I don't think we have to agree to disagree. We just disagree.
Yeah. We're gonna have to agree to disagree that there's just gonna be a
No,
disagree.
we're just disagreeing.
We're gonna have
We're
to
not agreeing to disagree. We just disagree.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree that we're just going to say.
Why
we
is that a
disagree.
term? To agree to disagree. Why is that? Where did that term come from? I feel like I heard that like within the last 20 years or so. Is that an old term? We agree to disagree.
Well, it makes sense.
We just disagree. Where's the agreeing part come in?
Yeah, as in like let's stop talking about it. As in we disagree. So do we agree that we disagree? So hey, we disagree.
But we agree on it. We disagree.
If you keep talking, it's like we don't agree that we disagree. Like you're still talking, bro. Hey, I agree that we're not going to get by this.
Can we not disagree respectfully? The people have to. If you don't say I agree to disagree, is it like, oh, we got beef then?
I kind of feel like when you say I agree to disagree, it's like saying shut up. It's the most respectful way of saying, hey man, hey, we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
That's what I tell people. We agree to disagree. I'm like, no, we just disagree.
Yeah.
The heat is still on.
Yeah.
We're not about to shake hands.
Yeah. It sucks. It really sucks when, boy, when you have a point and the other person has their point, and you can see it in their face of like, I got a nice rebuttal. like if I'm like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and like this, you see the person like this.
If I do this, I'm about to cook. Hold on. Are you done?
I need to disagree with people. I don't want to say argue. I need to have discussions with people with my eyes closed, because
Why?
people's faces makes me shift my
Your
my
intensity.
point.
Why?
Yeah, because if we're talking, I'm like this, somebody's like this, and it's like, do I?
It depends. It depends on what like. It depends on what we're talking about. If we're having a serious conversation and we're talking about like something you did to offend me and someone rolls their eyes, problem.
That's what I'm saying, because it's like now I gotta pivot on how, and it's like, what's that about?
But if we're having a fun discussion, like life, this is a fun discussion.
Yeah.
Hip hop fun discussion.
Right.
And you're like, oh, that, and I'm like,
Yeah,
that adds
that's easy
to it.
work. That's easy work. Yeah.
But if we're like, no man, this is why you hurt my feelings. Oh,
Here we go again.
Hey. Oh.
Yeah.
That's when things get tense.
Yeah. I do this with Twiz. Twiz does not let her face hide when we're having this discussion. It's like, I'm like, if me, because I be thinking real time. Obviously, everyone do, but I be trying to like unpack my thoughts of how to say certain things. Like, I kind of feel like we should do blah blah blah. And I'm like, because I'm thinking, and you see her face like,
And you're like, let me finish. But is she still listening?
yes, but it feels something along the lines of like, I kind of feel like this is me freestyling a scenario. If I was like, I kind of feel like instead of like shaking hands, we should get to a place of like licking palms.
Okay.
And it's like,
this is a big leap.
I know. But listen. This
is too far of a leap.
Listen.
Okay.
Licking is like cause licking could be a acronym. You know what I'm saying? It could be, but I'm like, no. I know it sounds bad. Listen.
I'm
I know.
Here's my face.
I should have said learn, intelligent, calmly.
This is too
kicking,
long.
So I was about to say licking palms, but
Okay.
I know it jacked me up because I was trying to say, it's like, I know. I'm sorry. Because I be trying to like, because when I'm thinking, this is how my mind. I'm trying to explain how my brain works. Mm-hmm. If you was like, what does war mean to you? Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, I immediately think about the world. Mm-hmm. My brain, I'm like, I think of third act Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. But I'm in the scenario and I was like, I'm running with a axe in my hand. I just, hit the shin
Tapped
of
off somebody's head.
Right. And you like, where is this at?
Yeah.
I forgot. I haven't explained it to you what time period we in. It's like I just bit off a collarbone of an org. You be like, what? Oh yeah. Let me break it down. I had to remove my shoulder pads. So it's like, so when I'm trying to get to a scenario, I'm like, how can I quickly paint this picture so you're here with me? Mm-hmm. And my mind's like, faster, before I lose a person when I'm trying to describe.
And the whole time we're all like,
right. Gosh, dude, and I cannot slow down when it comes to my brain of where am I at? Oh, I see a crusty wash rag over there that needs to be washing.
Let me tell you why I enjoy doing the show with you.
Go for it.
Because you're probably the only person I know who will give an unpopular opinion confidently and not waver, which is great. It's great. It's super. I always respect and appreciate it.
Yeah.
You don't fall when the public outcry happens. You don't go like, hey, it's me versus 1,000, but it's still me versus. I'm still here. I'm still here. Yeah. I respect it tremendously. For one. And I always feel like if we're on daddy issues or whatever else, I'm that person, right? Yeah. And so then we come here and I go like, hey, Dion's got more unpopular opinions than I have.
Now we're on the same page.
I said, we can do this. But it makes it's good when, you have somebody who's brave enough, somebody who is themselves enough, confident enough to say the unpopular opinion, especially when we do like, in the black space.
Right.
It was one of those things. If you said, there's one thing about not knowing how to play spades, but if you was like, spades is whack,
right,
you're gonna catch hell,
and you got to explain why.
Right, and you got to explain why. And then no matter what you say, you can have great points. Yeah. And if people are gonna be like, no man, this is what we do.
For sure.
Right.
And,
no matter what.
And when we was in the DMs and I had said, you doing this, bro? You gotta be at my most vulnerable because I wasn't. Because in my head, I was like, I remember how I felt when I watched this movie. I remember as a child, like, oh my God, my two favorite comedians.
I want you to think about something. When I put that clip out, I try to make sure I gave you enough space to explain. I said one thing. Yeah. In the very end.
100%. But listen, stop right there.
Okay.
Hold that thought. I'm thinking real time. I've never worked this out. Of how I felt,
because I know it for a long time.
But I know how vulnerable people are when it comes to that. So I'm like in my head, like let me kind of tread lightly because I know people are like this is their favorite movie. So I'm like, let me kind of like how can I word this?
We had a 17-minute combo. When I went through it was 17 minutes, And so I try to take parts that wasn't just the beginning.
Right.
This is the concise
Yeah.
why I feel this way.
Right.
And I hope I did you justice.
You did good. You did good. It wasn't that bad.
Because it wasn't supposed to make Dion tripping.
Right.
It was supposed to be like,
right.
does Dion have a point?
Yeah.
Or is Dion nuts?
I appreciate it.
And people came.
Yeah.
I haven't checked the poll in a long time, but you're up in the poll. I agree with Dion. So I was like, you got out your point very well.
Yeah.
We agree on something different. We disagree on something different.
Right.
But for that, I go, you did a great job of explaining what your beef is with life.
Yeah.
And the take on life is it's a big one to take on.
It's like, man, I know people love this movie. And I was like, Martin and Eddie Murphy together. Yeah. This is about to be amazing.
It was though. It's a classic.
We disagree.
Do we agree it's a classic?
We disagree.
Do we agree it's a classic?
Classic is crazy.
It's a classic movie.
I'd rather watch Boomerang.
Wait. Also a classic. But it's a lesser classic, I think, than Life in the masses. I think Life is a bigger movie than Boomerang. Although I wouldn't say that necessarily Life is a better movie than Boomerang. They're both great movies.
I do want to.
They might both be perfect movies, as you say.
I went to go watch Boomerang again.
Mm-hmm.
That first act, it was.
I haven't seen this.
Oh my God, the structure is crazy.
I gotta go back. I haven't watched that movie since like the '90s or early 2000s, something like that.
The structure of the first act. I know y'all really don't care about acts and stuff. The third of the movie.
Why are you just disrespecting?
Because
like
they don't really care.
They
man.
might care.
They just enjoy the ride.
That is not true. Dion.
So for those who don't know, most movies can have three acts, and they usually are divided evenly when it comes to the number of pages in the script. Boomerang's first act is like 60 pages, and then the second act was like 10. Maybe 20, and then the third act was like, yo.
I would like to see the script though to see what.
Because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it since a kid, and I was like, we haven't got introduced to Halle Berry yet. Because even the first scene, like she's the movie.
Right.
We haven't got introduced to Halle Berry until like Martin's character wasn't important. Funny.
Okay.
Wasn't important.
Okay.
I'd
have to go back and see.
David Allen Greer was important. Because obviously that's how he met Halle Berry. But Martin, again, just get somebody to bounce some ideas off, jokes and stuff. He didn't even have the Gerard Wayne tell me your dad had the blah blah blah. He wasn't even that character.
Okay. Outside the story, it's important to have energy people in there. Right? Because you can ride a wave. Sometimes they're just characters who come and cause chaos. And they're just loud and they're big. And you go like, oh, we just might have needed a bump right here. You know what I mean? Just to get us through. I don't think it lessens the movie. But I've seen that sometimes. I go like, this character for the story wise wasn't necessary. But they were necessary for the movie.
I mean, because Martin didn't disagree with anything David Allen Greer said. So their thoughts were the same. I can see if David Allen Greer and Martin had different ideas. So that would be a good character development for Eddie Murphy. But they both had this like, you tripping, Eddie Murphy, you tripping. It was that. So I was like, they could have combined these characters together. But I get it's a rebuttal thing, the back and forth. Funny scenes, you know. We have
sketches. This guy damn disrespecting. I wonder who wrote Life.
White people.
Probably.
100%.
You think so?
I looked it up. I said, even director. 2 white guys wrote it and a white guy directed it. I said,
most movies are Soul Plane, white guy. Trip me out. I said, oh, Bad Boys, white guy.
Yeah.
Bad Boys is supposed to be for John Lovitz and Dana Carvey.
Yeah. Totally different movie.
Totally different movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go like, but I wonder if life might have been something else because even, let's say Life was for some white people and it was probably really different. Let's just assume. I don't know the original script. But by the time Eddie Murphy got to it, they could have definitely changed it a lot. And that writer would still get full credit.
Right.
So I wonder if that was a thing, if it was supposed to be for somebody else. Or did he write that specifically
for them. We'll never know unless we ask the dudes. Boomerang is written by a white guy. Because a lot of those times, those scripts are floating around.
Right.
And it's not, especially in the 80s and 90s,
Right.
not a lot of black screenwriters.
Yeah.
You know, so you could have a lot of those scripts that are out that are like, we need a black guy here, or one of the stars, Eddie Murphy. I mean, they'll take a movie and be like, oh, let me get that script. I can do something with this. I heard Ride Along was out for a long time.
Wow.
Before Ice Cube grabbed it, and it was just floating. So Sandler did it with 50 First Dates.
Wow. It was his script?
It was a romance. It was like supposed to be like a full romantic movie, and he got it. And I remember the writers said that they took their name off the writing credit because
They want Adam Sandler to have it?
because they were like, dude, what'd you do to our movie? We had a beautiful, sweet. They took that money though.
Yeah.
But they were like, we had a beautiful, sweet movie, and you did this to it. They were like really offended what he did to the movie. So those things happen quite a bit. You know, you write a movie, you put it out there, you'll get the option. That's what happens.
Yeah.
A studio will say we'll have it for a year or two, and then but it happens so often. Like Elf went to different people.
Right.
Home Alone went to different people. Like that thing that happens.
Wow.
Because that's why I used to kind of get offended. Like, this is a white movie, and I go like, not necessarily, but kind of.
Right.
You know?
Right.
You just don't get the other black people writers credit.
I want to know on the flip side, what bad script? No. What bad movie that everyone hates that could have been good if they had two different types of actors?
What bad movie?
Because obviously, we knew Bad Boys was supposed to be for two white guys.
Imagine that with John Lovitz and Danny. It would have been awful.
It would have been awful. But what I'm saying, what bad movie that people were talking about, like, this movie is trash.
That could have been good.
That could have been good if they had two different types of actors.
There's so much potential here.
It's another unpopular opinion.
Okay.
Love Norbit.
Okay. People, I don't feel like it's that unpopular. A lot of people love Norbit.
Love Norbit.
Some
man.
people either love it or hate it.
It had some great scene pushing movies.
Oh, you dirty. You dirty.
I didn't say sketches.
Life to Norbit, you are hilarious.
Again.
That's the one that doesn't have sketches.
Again. I can't.
Oh boy.
I can't say I prefer. Don't clip this. I can't say I prefer Norbit over Life in these streets. But watching it, it had great scenarios. It's like a sitcom.
Norbit's funny.
You know.
Said Lack don't like Eddie Murphy. Trying to think about movie.
So somebody said
movie.
Yeah.
That could have been better.
Well, as you think of that, I definitely want people to say I'm thinking about it in the technical. Big Sis Chris, maybe is because you're looking at it technical. So I don't know if you guys ever seen any Tyler Perry movies, TV shows. I would say specifically. How about this? Medea. There was a scene. Again, Tyler Perry has his own audience. I get it. There was a scene where they were revealing that, you know, the girl was cheating on him. That's the scene of the movie. You know your daughter's cheating on him, right? That's the punch of the movie.
Okay.
But instead of that, it was just like, I just want to come here and let you know that your daughter's cheating on you. What? Daughter cheating on me? What? No, we don't want no Cheetos.
Wait a second. My daughter's cheating on
I don't
me.
know.
Oh, okay. This is not really from the movie.
It's not from the movie.
Oh, yeah, you gotta start with that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not. I don't know what it was, but my
Okay.
head was like, this scene is going long. So it was like you know your daughter is cheating. Let me create a real thing.
Okay.
You know your daughter is cheating on her husband.
Okay.
Right? We're like, my daughter's cheating on me. And it's like an old guy, Medea, two other people. Daughter's cheating on him. What? No, no one want no Cheetos. Man, nobody, you fat ass girl, you don't want Cheetos. And it was like, he's like, you know I'm vegan. You vegan? I'm a pescatarian. Like, funny stuff, but this has nothing to do with the movie. And it will go on for a long time. Everybody got punchlines. Punchlines. Funny scene. Nothing to do with the movie.
Does it ever go back to the story point?
And it's like, then they finally like, hey, I'm getting cheated on. And y'all been talking about Cheetos? Oh, shut up, man. Everybody gets cheated on. I've been cheated on. Your mom been cheated on. Your daddy been cheated on. I've been cheated on. And it's like, it's awkward because it's like, where's this going? And it was like, all right, you know what, guys? I'm wasting too much time. My life is in turmoil. My husband is cheating on me. I'm out of here. And it's like, see what you done did? You talking about some daggone Cheetos and Presbyterians and all this vegan and stuff. You shouldn't. Your daughter's hurting like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. So,
all right, let me ask you a question. You seen Dumb and Dumber? Do you remember the scene where he's peeing in his bottle? He's like peeing in the bottle. He fills up a bunch of pee bottles. The cop pulls him over.
Right.
The cop drinks it. And he's like, "You guys get out of here." Okay. That's a scene where I go like, this doesn't necessarily push the story, push our story, but it's a part of the story.
Yeah.
Can you shoot that something else and it's a sketch? I go like, sure.
Yeah.
But yet, it's a part of their journey.
It's part of the road trip.
It's part of the road trip.
Right.
Right? Okay. Same thing with the Medea thing. I go like, this is the family dynamic. So I go like, far as family dynamic, it's important to have that. Right?
Yeah.
Now, far as the story for this, is this continue to our story point?
Right.
I go like, probably not. Does it push our story forward? No. But does it set you up of, this is what this person goes through. This is what this person. I go like, those things to me, even if they don't necessarily push our story, it's, and Tyler has a universe, right? like we've seen Medea, we've seen these characters, they come back. We go like, we know what these people are going to do.
Right.
So that's important to me. That scene in Dumb and Dumber, I go like, can you shoot that whole movie without that?
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Yes. Is it important to the actual movie, not the story? And I go like, that's important.
Right.
To the actual movie.
Right.
Because I go like, did they learn anything? No. Did it get them closer? No. Did it hinder them? But it is a road trip movie. You're gonna have the most random, wild
road
thing.
trip is easy work for sketches because it's like we gotta get there, and it's gonna be a bunch of silly stuff.
And here's the things that happen
along
the way.
Right. And this movie's called Dumb and Dumber. Everything's gonna be dumb. It's gonna be silly. The scene is funny because
that movie so much.
The scene is the movie is funny is because he said, what did he say? I gotta drain the main vein. And then he was like, just use a bottle. And then he said, hold this.
You just can't hand it to him. What are you, a camel? Even him he just shaking it up on him. You're like, oh.
So it's silly. Give me the drink, you pumpkin pie
From
haircut
the very
freak.
beginning of that movie, I go like, it's great immediately, bro. I love that movie.
If you describe that movie, it's very quick. 2 sentences. It's about a baggage handler, where he's a chauffeur who leaves the bag and drives across the country.
That's not what it's about. That's not what it's about, Dion. It's about a guy who instantly falls in love at first sight, right? Him and his best friend are down on their luck, down on money, right? They get wrapped up in a whole mafia thing unknowingly while he's trying to go return his suitcase back to the love of his life.
There it is.
That's the movie.
That's the movie. My bad.
That's the...
You're much better at pitching movies.
That's what the movie's about.
That's 100%.
He falls in love immediately, and he's like, Aspen.
agree.
And he sells his down on luck friend this dream of, Aspen, we can go here, we can start fresh. And really, and then the betrayal happens in the movie when his best friend starts hitting with the girl that he liked.
Yeah, I agree.
Damn.
Yeah.
Drama.
Yeah.
And then it's like, they made the dumbest movie out of that, which is great.
I agree. Sadly, just like Anchorman, people get so attached to the first one, they don't never get the second one a chance.
2 was bad, bro. Did you like 2? Here's the real popular opinion. Did you like Anchorman 2?
Anchorman 2? I believe it was funny. Horrible? No. These are heavyweights.
I'll give you unpopular opinion. I never liked the first Anchorman.
Oh.
I always thought it was a dumb... You talk about something with a bunch of sketches.
Yeah, for sure.
I
can agree
always
with that.
thought Anchorman was dumb.
Give me your synopsis about the movie.
You know what? I've only watched it once. And I can't even tell you if dude even got fired. I think it's an Anchorman who gets fired. And I can't really tell you more than him trying to like start somewhere else or get his old job back. I really can't tell you much about that actual story of the movie.
He was just a very pompous Anchorman, and he
pissed off the wrong person.
Well, this was the time where women was giving like jobs and rights.
This is in the 70s.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know about rights or whatever, but I just remember this is like, hey man, this has never happened. What is this? He's very misogynistic and he's like, what is this woman here? And it was like a competition thing of, you know, have always been this, and they sabotaged him by reading, giving
The prompter.
him, right?
He gets fired.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what the movie's about from there. I was like,
It's funny.
Did he ever start it? I just remember things happening. And I can't even tell you that I remember something that's like,
Bunch of scenes, dude.
I can't even tell you something that I was like, yo, this scene was killing me. All I remember is him kicking his dog off the bridge and lamp.
Afternoon delight.
Yeah, I was like,
You gotta try this new.
but I remember watching it again later, like, let me get this another chance. And I remember being like, oh no, still don't like this movie.
Gosh, dude, I really wish I could break down why things are so attached and funny to us.
What do you mean?
Like, you know how like when you're a kid, you're like, man, this movie is great. Drop Dead Fred. Remember that movie?
Three Ninjas.
Three Ninjas.
Loved it as a kid.
Right, but then you watch it again, it's like, man,
Terrible.
you like because if you watch it as an adult, you remind yourself of how bad of a movie it is. But if you haven't watched it as an adult, you're still attached to that feeling.
What is different, right? When you're a kid, everything's new, everything's magic.
Right.
Everything's believable. You get older, acting looks great when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You don't know any bad actors.
Right.
When you're a kid.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You get older and you're like, this sucks.
Right. But again, you don't have that reminder as an adult.
Right.
So if you remember the movie Krull, Krull, it was like a little star thing that had an eye and it excuse me. There's a movie called Krull.
Okay.
I think it's called Krull. Krull. I remember I used to love this freaking movie.
Uh-huh.
You couldn't tell me nothing about this movie. I seen it as an adult. I said, what the hell is this movie?
Yeah.
I can't believe I watched this every single time it was on TV.
And you're like, I like this dumb movie.
Gods Must Be Crazy. You remember that movie? Gosh, dude. These movies I used to watch all the time. What am I watching?
You know what movie I know is bad, but I still liked it as an adult?
What?
Surf Ninjas.
Of course.
I watched that as a kid and loved it. I watched
You
it
know
as an
what?
adult. I said, you know what? Still love it.
I can't say of course because I only remember as a kid.
Yeah.
So I still attached to, oh, that's classic.
I
That's
watched
classic.
it as an adult and I was like, I'm still a fan. But Three Ninjas?
Yeah.
That
Rocky
movie.
loves Emily.
Boy, it was bad.
Rocky loves Em. I remember all the young ones.
It was terrible, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I feel like I had like a
Are you wearing a wire?
right. No, I feel like I had like a live one.
Let's wrap up.
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah. Let's get up out of here, man.
Some good conversations
Some good
today.
conversations, man.
Lack
It's always,
hates
and it's
Kendrick Lamar.
always love.
Black
man.
hates Kendrick. He hates Eddie Murphy.
I said what I said.
What- But you love Norbit.
Come on, man. You are putting a lot of. Yes, I enjoy Norbit.
You love Norbit.
I enjoy Norbit.
You think Norbit's better than Boomerang in life.
Enjoy Norbit.
That's the clip right there. I'm gonna start doing the AI to your voice.
Why you wearing a wire? Working for the feds? Oh yeah, Guys Must Be Crazy opening scene will never work now. I gotta see this movie. I
Yeah.
don't
Have you seen
remember
it? Have you heard of it? It's a mockumentary.
This is what I'm talking about. Dion hit Shakespeare perfect.
Mockumentary.
Perfect. You hit Shakespeare so perfect. And then there was another word you flubbed on really easy earlier. I let that slide because I'm not a big guy in the flubbing. But the fact that you hit Shakespeare, mwah.
Because I'm
Back in your
freestyling.
feet.
When you're talking, you're freestyling.
Yeah, but
I know the lyrics of what I'm about to say.
but it's
the
about
lines.
alliteration, enunciation, the words you pronounce,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
But the fact, no, because it wasn't just like you had one line of the Shakespeare you hit. You hit the whole chunk.
Yeah.
And you could have kept going.
I had to go on stage and do this.
I'm just saying, though, it was, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you did it recently, right?
Yeah, but it's Shakespeare though. You got to kind of flex with that a little bit.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I haven't done it in a while. I haven't done it in 20 years.
People talk about Shakespeare. I haven't been impressed by a single Shakespeare thing.
Now you understand.
I get more impressed by the fact that people know the thing. Like, how do you remember this shit?
The fact that he was the only person talking like this is crazy. It wasn't like a whole little community.
Right.
He said, I got it from here. I can use these words as poetry.
He was the E40 of his time.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get on.
Shall I believe? Like this how perfect this line is. So the Shakespeare line is, shall I believe that the unsubstantial of death is a morse?
That's the word. Unsubstantial?
Unsubstantial.
What?
Substantial. Substantial.
Are you guessing?
I don't know. Substantial. Somebody look it up. Now you got to question myself.
Substantial? I don't know what it
Substantial.
means. I don't think I know this word. Substantial. Uh-huh.
Okay, Google. What does substantial mean?
Here's the definition of substantial: of considerable importance, size, or worth.
Substantial? Is it substantial?
Unsubstantial. Unsubstantial?
Substantial. What does that mean?
That would make it unimportant, right?
Substantial.
If it's unsubstantial, is it like not important?
Substantial.
Right? Substantial.
Substantial.
Okay, so what was the first line?
Shall I believe that the unsubstantial death is a morse?
Should I believe that the substantial death is a Morse?
Yeah.
A Morse code?
Or that the
morsel.
lean abort monster keeps me here to be its paramour?
Or the abort? I don't know what a
Or the
paramour
lean
is.
abort monster keeps me here to be its paramour?
Not abort. Okay. So should I believe that the abortion is not paramour? Paranormal? Ghost? Baby ghost.
If you know what it is, this is when in Romeo and Juliet, this is where Romeo is seeing and finding Juliet dead with the poison. And he's looking like, shall I believe that this unsubstantial death is a morse?
What's the
As in real or irreversible, reversible?
Okay.
Or that this lean abort monster keeps me here to be its paramour? As in like, or that this terrible life wants me to be here to be its lover?
Okay. Is this how you hear Kendrick? Because then I get it.
Thank you.
This is what you hear when he raps.
Here you go. Oh dear Juliet, why art thou so far? Shall
Fair.
I believe that the unsubstantial of death is a morse, and that the lean abort monster keeps me here to be its peeing
What does it mean? What is a paramour?
Paranormal?
unsubstantial.
A paramour?
Thank you.
What's a
Spicy.
Morris mean?
What does that mean?
The fact that I'm still leaving stuff out is hilarious.
What?
I didn't know that was keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour. I skipped over that part. So I definitely, I don't know if I'm getting old and parts kind of slipping away.
No, man, that shit's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I never thought Romeo and Juliet was a great, phenomenal thing. I was always like,
I'm gonna
shit
replace that
boring.
with Kendrick Lamar right there.
I never thought Kendrick Lamar was a great, phenomenal thing.
Yeah.
All right, man, let's get out of here, man.
Ready?
Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Lackaroni Chaz. Nam, 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 nam.
I would just, do you mind? I was like, damn,
Damn.
I am tripping. Go for it.
It's not even like we've been gone.
I know, man. It's last week.
A Morris means
Romantic.
okay. So shall I believe that this substantial, unimportant? Doesn't that if it's
Unsubstantial doesn't mean it's not important.
death? That's not true though. This death is romantic, and that the lean abhorred monster.
It is stupid. People love this shit. Dumb and stupid. All that right there is dumb. He ain't saying
When did this come out? 1700s, right?
just break it. I don't know the words. What do you mean just break it down? I just tried.
Why art thou so fair?
What are we talking? Fair skin?
For fear of that,
What
I
are we
still
talking?
will
What does he mean
remain
by
with
fair? Why are
thee.
you so? She's dead. So what do you mean? Why are you so fair skinned now? She's been dead for a while. You know what I mean? So now she's probably pale because she ain't got no blood in her. What fair are we talking about? Is she pretty? Is she looking at her? Is she a necrophiliac? What are we talking about?
And the word means hated. God damn.
Yeah,
And that the lean, hated monster keeps thee here.
What does that mean? What is Paramore supposed to be?
lover,
Paramore?
lover.
Oh my God. He wasn't saying. He wasn't saying
Here.
a goddamn thing. Good thing she
Here will I
died.
remain.
Because if she had to hear him
No.
talk like this the
No,
rest
she
of his
didn't.
life.
She did die.
She didn't
She
die?
had like a temporary poison that was gonna keep her dead for like a day or something.
Well, why didn't she tell him?
Because that was the whole like I need you to react. She's like, if I take this poison that's gonna kill me for a day, I need for him to react as if I'm gone. So he was like, no, she's dead, she's dead. And then she, I don't know, something like along the lines of she knew that he was gonna find him. By the time he got there, he would be alive. So he saw the poison. He was like, here will I remain with words that are thy chambermaids and shake the yoke of inspicious stars. Arm. Take
Who was
your-
he talking to?
Himself. Eyes, take your last look. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh you. The doors of breath sealed with an unrighteous kiss.
Okay, so there's a fake poison, and then he drinks the real poison.
I don't know. Yes, I forgot.
So she was like, I'm gonna take this fake
was-
one, but I'm gonna
yeah.
leave this real one
And then
right
when-
here.
And then when he died, she woke up, and he was like, "What?" It's like, "What?" He was like, "Why are you alive?"
So she watched him die.
But the whole time she was talking, her hands was moving.
Huh?
Whole time he was like doing his little speech. She's like coming to, and he's like,
Get off me real quick.
no. She was like this, but her hands was like coming to. But he's like, eyes, look your last.
Dramatic.
Arms.
The drama.
Mm-hmm.
Weren't they like teenagers?
Yeah. Bloods and Crips,
Stupid.
pretty much, because she was a part of like, you know,
Right. The other side, they couldn't be together. Oh boy.
You never had to read them in school?
No.
Absolutely not. Of substantial lacking strength or solidity, flimsy, isn't it ironic? What? Don't you think? No. I don't think.
Twister, let me go.
You know someone they don't teach who, what? The teacher who was great was Moliere.
Oh, is that the French black Haitian dude? Not even guessing.
Can't tell you a side.
You tell me what?
I learned this monologue in like high school. When I was going heavy into like acting. This was a monologue for this Shakespeare like group, right? And they had said, you know, just know that we need, you know, trained Shakespearean, you know, actors. We have like a 6-month run that's gonna be at this little playhouse, and we need you to have like a monologue ready to go. And I was like, okay, cool, I got one. So I came up there and I did that monologue, and then I thought that I had it, and she was like, "You about 65% correct."
And the actual monologue?
Yeah,
Words?
but she watched it the whole time.
65 is so low.
I know, cause like I like reading it now when somebody posted it. It was like I ain't say dark. I was saying thee. I was the whole time I said keeps me here to be its paramour. Like it's actually keep thee here in the dark to be its paramour. So like it's like now I'm not actually going back and reading. I was like there was a lot of lines that kept out, and then she was just
None
like
of it helped me, so same thing to me.
right. So by me doing it, she was like, You have a lot of work to do. So we're gonna.
Thanks for the okay.
I just remember her face. I thought like, I got this. You don't know. I am a trained Shakespearean actor.
She was like,
Yeah. I just remember the face. I was like, she was like, you didn't think a black person knew this Shakespeare, did you? She said. I was like, what you think? She's like, it's about 65%.
forget the words. How was my acting? Did you say anything about the acting?
We can get to that. Yeah.
How was about the acting?
Yeah, I was crying. Yes, and then I didn't know what was after the drink. so I just created. I was like, this shall not be the life.
Oh, you were.
Because I was like, what's after this?
Oh, no wonder she started judging. She's like, that's not even in the same.
I was going to give you 100, but that last part was just.
Let me be honest. I forgot the last part. I clearly, sir. But besides that, how is it? Good. You got some other roles you want to suggest me for?
Yeah, I can be a plumber.
I love Midsummer Night Dream. What is that? Is that on Netflix?
It's a Shakespeare thing. Yeah. I wonder why hasn't there been any cheap replicas of Shakespeare? As in, somebody was like, I can do it.
What do you mean?
As in, like, let me pick back up and do what Shakespeare did. Let me do the same talk. And, his name, what? I mean, it's still art, man.
I didn't get through one sentence. Not one sentence.
The fact that even
when we broke down the words, I still don't know what any of that means.
But the fact that you understand what I'm saying now. These are
as far as what?
As far as Kendrick. But the fact
if that's how you hear Kendrick, then I can understand your frustration.
We're talking about music too versus scenes. Like, I'm listening to it versus I can watch it as well. So I can kind of get a context of what they're saying. If I'm like, shall I believe that? I'm like, oh, they argue it.
This legit doesn't make sense. Dear Juliet, why art thou so fair? I don't know what that means. What way are we using fair? Mm-hmm. Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amoris? Right? Mm-hmm. Fuck does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that the lean, abhorred monster keeps thee here and dark to be his parent. I didn't understand not one thing. I understood, dear Juliet, why art thou? I understood, I believe that. Keep thee here in the dark. Mm-hmm. That's it, to be his. Mm-hmm. I knew 9 words of that entire thing and don't understand a lick of what that's supposed to mean.
It's also, it's not that far from Bible, like scripture.
Verily I say unto you.
Right.
I didn't know that either. It was, where's the dumb Bible for dummies?
You got to break it down.
Once you got the new translation, I was like, oh, is this what they were trying to say? Message, is there a new translation of Shakespeare?
Yeah. Sure, that's a good idea. Because there are the message when it comes to the Bible. They're very clean and cut. But it's also, you might lose, the interpretation might lose the actual meaning because they're trying to be so specific.
I remember trying to ask, what does that actually mean? Well, you see, it's like, this doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
This King James version is very hard to understand.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's saying.
I want to go to the origin
of,
as in, what was before King James? What was before? Because
like the original text?
Yeah.
Hebrew, the Old Testament.
I'm talking let's go like
the original text. That's still around. I think it's pretty much the Torah.
Like,
also,
I don't want no versions. I want the origin.
I think the original text is Hebrew, and for the New Testament, I think the oldest is Greek, but that's because it was already taken over by Alexander. He came with the Romans, right? Mm-hmm. And the Romans are the ones who crucified Jesus, right? And then when they wrote his books, I guess the New Testament was written years after Jesus passed, right? Mm-hmm. And it was first translated to Greek because I guess that's who was the new takeover or whatever it was, right? Right? You don't even want to look up an English word. Which word?
She's talking about. I want to
Oh,
see
the
the
Hebrew?
original of the Bible.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure because obviously Greek and Hebrew, but if it's from the original Greek and Hebrew, it's like, can you just translate this to English? I don't want no versions after that.
Right. No, isn't the Torah the Old Testament?
I don't think so. I think the Torah. Which one is the first 5 with Jewish people? I don't know which one Jewish people listed. They listed the first 5.
Yeah. The Torah is I think the Torah is the first. Oh, the Torah is the first 5 books of the Bible.
Boom.
Oh, I couldn't see.
Boom.
The little heart was in the way. I'm sorry, Spicy.
Boom.
The little heart like buttons in the way of. Yeah. The Torah is the first 5 books of the Bible. So it's Genesis, Exodus,
Leviticus,
Deuteronomy.
Nope. Leviticus,
Numbers.
Deuteronomy. Yeah.
Well, why'd you say no?
Because you said Leviticus.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. You said,
I'm just throwing them out. What I know.
Genesis, Exodus. You said Deuteronomy.
Psalms, Kings.
You forgot about Leviticus.
Who?
Ludicrous.
Leviticus.
Leviticus.
I said Leviticus.
How far can you go with the Bible?
Wait a second. I said Leviticus. You said I didn't say Leviticus.
Let's rewind it back.
Wait a second.
You said Genesis, Exodus,
Leviticus. Deuteronomy. Leviticus.
You skipped over Ludicrous. God,
Why do you keep saying ludicrous? I said Leviticus.
All right.
Numbers,
Deuteronomy.
Kings, Psalms,
Joshua.
Proverbs. Those are all in there
Joshua.
somewhere. Okay, Joshua. They're all in there somewhere.
Judges.
Oh, Judges is in there.
Ruth.
Okay, Ruth
First
Bader's
Samuel.
Ginsburg.
Second Samuel.
Okay, hold on. Let me get you. Let me hop in there. Hold on, man. Second Samuel, because after Sam was Jam, was the where did David come in? No, we just passed David. Hold on. Judges, Kings. Okay, Second Samuel. We go to first Lahaim. First Jacob. Jacob 1.
Nope.
Jacob 2.
Chronicles.
Chronicles 1 and 2. Yep. And then after Chronicles, we get into Kings.
Hell yeah.
LeBron. All right. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now let's wrap up again. We wrapped up 20 minutes ago. I
don't know why.
Pump fake. Huh?
Twilla just texted me Amorse. I don't know what is weird. Twilla weird.
No, that's it.
Anyway.
Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Lackaroni Chaz.
Check, please. Hey, do you mind if I give him some more?
Yes, please.
A lot of laughs are cooking up in this podcast. Type of XD is high key the live stream. That's mostly confidence, sound, and sexy set. We tend to get darker than elbows on Wesley. We sort of pop out like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Mr. Chaz Rogers, Big Ready from Lansing. I'm like Toast, ENT. I guess we paying for the bills, so give us another.
Check, please. Bang, 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 bang. Why were you laughing at me?
Because Moyo is going off.
What'd she say?
Y'all stop! All out of order. No! Stop! I'm logging off. That's how I was reading it. I was reading it. Ooh, she is going off. No!